When I bought my ranch, I thought I had finally found peace, a wide stretch of land by the hills, with a lake that shimmered at sunrise and oaks lining the edges of the pastures. But from the very first week, the HOA next door made it their mission to remind me I wasn't welcome. Their leader, the one everyone quietly called Karen, made it clear she didn't like outsiders. I kept to myself, paid no attention, and figured the hostility would blow over. That is, until one morning, when I drove up and found a brand new steel fence surrounding my ranch entrance with a padlocked gate. At first, I thought it was a mistake. Surely no one would be bold enough to block off another man's private property. But when I asked, Karen smirked and said, "You'll need to go through us now. Community rules." She acted like she had taken ownership of my land overnight. My blood boiled, but I stayed calm. I knew yelling would only give her more satisfaction. Instead, I got out of my truck and inspected the fence. It was cheap construction, slapped together fast. The kind of power play people made when they thought intimidation was enough. I didn't argue, I didn't shout. I simply drove into town, walked into the county clerk's office, and started digging. What I found made me laugh out loud, right? There in front of the clerk. That strip of land with the road access, the very gate Karen had locked, wasn't owned by the HOA at all. It was part of an old property parcel the rancher before me never bothered to buy. And as fate would have it, the HOA had been renting that tiny strip for years to reach their community lake houses. All I had to do was make an offer to the elderly owner, and within a week, the title was mine. The next Saturday, I showed up at the gate with my own key and unlocked it. Karen came running, outraged, demanding to know how I got access. I handed her a copy of the new deed. "I didn't just buy the gate," I said. "I bought the land under it. If you want to reach your lake, you'll need to come through me." Her face drained of color. Now, instead of me begging for access, the HOA pays me monthly just to use the road they once tried to fence me out of. And every time I turn my key in that gate, I smile, knowing the tables turned, all because Karen tried to box me in on land she never owned in the first place.